Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good morning. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. You're all here this morning for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime on which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you were arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you today. You're also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or counsel know who you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call, please let me know and make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Very good. Put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward. Morning Star winner. Can I have your date of birth? Ma'am, can I have your date of birth?
January 14, 1984.
Thank you. You're here today for possession of cocaine, possession of paraphernalia, and driving with an expired license for more than 6 months. Your bond amount currently is $4,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. Any prior record?
The only thing I could find, Your Honor, is a
No.
TR case from earlier this year with expired registration.
Okay. Ma'am, I have an address for you on Morelli Ave in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
4.5 years?
Do you have a job?
No.
Okay. I'm going to set your bond account 1 at $1,000. Count 2 is going to be $500. Count 3 is going to be ROR. We'll see you back to court on June 24th at 1:15 in the afternoon, and you should reach out to your public defender, okay?
Okay.
Paula Rose Inetta. Can I have your date of birth, please?
1791.
Okay. It looks like you have some things going on in Hillsborough County. An aggravated assault, an armed burglary of a dwelling, a domestic battery, and a criminal mischief. Hillsborough County is going to want you back there to report for these charges. So what we're going to do is hold you in our custody for about 5 days. That's about how long it will take for Hillsborough County to come and get you. When you get down there, you can ask for a court date, you can ask for a lawyer, and you can ask for a bond. If they don't bring you there within the next 5 days, the folks that are at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Oscar Patscott. Can I have your date of birth?
7/20/79.
You're here today for a domestic battery?
Correct.
Okay. This is another one where I don't find the domestic part of the statute has been met. The PC affidavit indicates in a couple different places that it was a dating relationship and not a domestic one. So, nevertheless, I found probable cause for a battery. Do you want me to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Please.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. Does he have it on record?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm showing an adjudication for resisting without violence in 2018 out of Hernando, adjudication for paraphernalia in 2016 out of Hernando, adjudication for DUI in 2012 out of Hernando, withhold adjudication 2009 retail theft, adjudication reckless driving first offense 2009 out of Hernando, pretrial intervention on obtaining a controlled substance by withholding information 2008 out of Hernando, withhold battery 2008 out of Hernando, and that appears to be, and he has a single search offense.
I have an address for you on Wabash Trail in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
14 years?
Do you have a job?
No, disability.
Okay. I'm going to set your bond at $2,000. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Mandy. Don't call, don't write, don't email, don't have anyone else call, write, or email her. If you have any contact with her whatsoever, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to see you back to court on June 19th at 9 o'clock in the morning, and you should reach out to your public defender.
Thank you.
Martha Rodriguez? I have your date of birth?
9/5/90.
Okay. You are here today for possession of drugs. There's 3 counts of that. There's also a count of possession of marijuana over 20 grams. There's a count of possession of marijuana for the purpose of sale, possession of cocaine for the purpose of sale, possession of a synthetic narcotic, and possession of paraphernalia. Looks like your bond amount right now is just over $40,000. So I found probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
It's an adjudication in 2013 for drugs. They're at an adjudication, and that's out of Pasco. Adjudication in 2013, possession of paraphernalia with intent to sell. An action was dropped for cannabis in 2013 out of Pasco. Adjudication for cannabis with intent to sell out of Pasco. There actually appears to be 1, 2, 3. There's a cocaine. These are all from December of 2013 out of Pasco. Possession of cocaine adjudication, but they're all different cases. Cannabis selling 2013 Pasco adjudication. Multiple marijuana charges, also Schedule 1 charges. Those are all from December of 2013 out of Pasco. An action was dropped for aggravated assault in 2013 out of Pasco. And 3 actions for assault.
When did you get out of DOC?
I never went to prison.
Do you have any prison time on there? Or is it jail time? When did you get out of jail?
I only did 8 months in jail in 2013.
Okay.
Wow, I mean, I'm showing 179 days credit, and then he looks like he got probation.
Okay.
From what I can see here in front of me.
You finished your probation?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you finish?
They gave me 18 months, so I don't know how long that's been.
Okay, so it's been a couple years?
Yeah, it's been almost at least 5 years.
Okay. Where are you living these days?
In Dade City, 36743 Allen Avenue.
How long have you lived there?
My whole life.
Okay. can keep all the bonds the same. I'm going to see you back to court on June 24th at 1:15 in the afternoon. And someone from the Public Defender's Office will reach out to you soon, okay?
Okay, what's the bond again?
I think it was $41,000.
Alright. That's it.
Yes. Thank you.
I got 33.
Is it 31,000? I lost count.
I
Did you
think
say 31?
33.
33?
Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8,
33.
10, 12, 22, 32, 33.
Walter Chittenden. Can I have your date of birth?
4588.
You are here today for driving on suspended driver's license. Your bond amount is $1,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. I also see that you have a pending charge in front of me. We're set to go to court on June 11th for another driving on suspended driver's license in 2019 CT 1071. Do you want to clear up both of these cases today?
I would like to, yeah.
Okay, you want to clear them both up today? I'll go ahead and give you time served on each of them for the 2 days that you have in jail. And both of those cases will be done. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Do you understand that by taking this plea today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
I understand, yeah.
You give up right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Might as well, yeah.
With regard to the driving on suspended driver's license in 2019 CT 1071, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest, find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs of $488 and the cost of incarceration assessed against you in that case. With regard to this new driving on suspended driver's license that you picked up yesterday, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest, find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to the same 2 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the same 2 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs of $488 in that case. If you want to make payment arrangements for those, you can come down to the clerk of court in room 136, okay? That clears up both of your cases, and we're going to strike you from the June 11th docket.
All right, thank you.
Brandon Smith. Can I have your date of birth?
4/8/1957.
All right. You are here today for a domestic battery and tampering with a witness.
Could you repeat that, please?
Domestic battery and tampering. Found probable cause for your arrest date?
Your Honor, I'm showing no in-state history. Out-of-state appears to be an attempted larceny from 1974. No disposition.
Okay. I'm just wondering, he says that the victim is his elderly father, I'm assuming over the age of 65, but they chose to just charge it as a misdemeanor. So right now, I'm PC for the misdemeanor domestic battery and the tampering. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. I'm going to order that you have no contact with the victim in this case. Do not call him, write him, email him. Do not have anyone else call him, write him, or email him. If you have any contact with him whatsoever, then you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes. Also, I live in Connecticut. I just moved to my father and my brother here. And I'm wondering how that's going to play into it. I have a family and a business in Connecticut.
Okay. So what are you asking me?
Oh, I guess what I'm asking you is, when can we go back to Connecticut?
Well, I'm not stopping you from going back to Connecticut, but you do have an answer to this case. You do have to come back to court when you're told to come back to court, or we will bring you back down from Connecticut if we have to. But you're going to have no contact with your dad. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case he wants to file an injunction against you. You need to come back to court on June 19th at 9 o'clock in the morning. and someone from the Public Defender's Office is going to reach out to you soon. Now, you don't have an address down here at all?
I do not have an address here, no.
Okay.
Judge, just a clarification. It appears to me that the victim is his brother and his father is a witness.
Oh, the brother is the victim.
And I think that's how I'm reading it.
Okay.
I'm just looking at
Okay.
his
So that's
brother.
why
So don't have any contact with your brother. I think I said your father. Don't have any contact with your brother, okay?
Yes.
All right, we're going to see you back to court on June 19th. I'm going to set your bond at $2,500, and you're going to reach out to the Public Defender's Office when you get a chance, okay?
Thank you.
Stephen Watton.
Judge, just to back up on Mr. Smith, there was 2 charges, and is the 2,500 split between them?
Yeah, $2,500 each.
2,500, okay.
Can I have your date of birth?
2948, man.
Okay, you are here today because you got something going on in Alachua County?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it looks like they might want to get you over there. They're probably going to come pick you up within the next 5 days. If for some reason they don't come pick you up, they'll bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is. But as soon as you get over there, you can bond out if you want to. You can ask for a reduced fine, you can ask for a lawyer, you can ask for a court date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Can I make a phone call?
Yes, sir, you should be able to get a phone call today, okay?
All right.
All right, very good, thank you.
Still fine?
You have a bond, but you have to get over to Alachua County to post bond, okay?
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Brandon McCoy. Can I have your date of birth?
32386.
You're here today for a violation of probation. I found probable cause for your arrest based on a warrant signed by Judge Merritt on October 10th of 2018. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. We'll see you back to court June 11th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
All right. Your Honor, I've been instructed to let you know that I'm already in the DOC right now.
Okay.
I
All right, cool. Thanks for letting me know.
affect on the court date. Is the game time?
Okay. Well, your one of the public defenders is in here writing all of that down. We'll make sure that gets to your attorney, okay?
All right.
All right, thanks. Anthony Evans. Oh, okay. Mr. Evans, it's my understanding that you've already had a first appearance on these charges and that your bond is kept the same at first appearance. So I'm just advising you of that, advising you that you have a court date on June 7th, and I wanted to confirm whether a public defender has been appointed to your case yet. Do you know?
Not in this county.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and appoint the Public Defender's Office. And someone should reach out to you shortly, and again, you have court on June 7th, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Robbie Chansey. Can I have your date of birth?
6/15/88.
You are here today for an aggravated stalking and a violation of domestic violence injunction. I just don't know how you do both when the violation of the injunction is a lesser included of the aggravated stalking. And I know this was signed, a warrant signed by Judge Barbie for the aggravated stalking, but this is 3 contacts made to the victim. I don't know how that's aggravated except for the fact that there's an injunction in place, but that's not enough. So I'm going to find probable cause for the violation of domestic violence injunction and not the aggravated stalking. But nevertheless,
Thank you, ma'am.
hold on a second. Don't thank me yet. You're not going to thank me in a second. For the aggravated stalking charge, that's going to be an ROR, and for the violation domestic violence injunction charge, that's going to be $10,000 bond. You're entitled to bond on that. However, you have a pending charge in front of me. We're set to go to court on June 12th for violation of domestic violence injunction. And that's in 2019 MM1514. There's probable cause to believe that you committed another crime while you were out on bond. You posted a bond of $500 in that case, and there's probable cause to believe that you committed another crime. Therefore, I'm going to recommit you on that case. You're going to be held without bond until we take care of your cases, and we'll see you back to court on June 12th at 9 a.m. Do you have a public defender in your other case? Yes?
No.
Okay. I'll make sure you have a public defender in all of your cases, okay?
Thank you.
Mark Hickensmith? You're here today for a violation of a domestic violence injunction. You found probable cause for your arrest. And it's based on a warrant signed by Judge Schiffman on May 22nd. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, please.
Appoint the public defender's office. State.
Showing an accident was dropped in 2018 for no motor vehicle registration and attaching a tag, single source offender, nothing.
Okay. I have an address for you on Weatherly Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
3 years almost.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
Paralegal. Civil lawyer.
Okay.
In Tampa.
Okay, there's actually 2 counts. Sorry. 2 counts of violation of injunction. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $500 each. I'm going to again order that you have no contact with the victim. If you do have contact with the victim and the respondent in the injunction case, then you'll be arrested and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes.
We're going to see you
Can
back.
you repeat the bonds?
500 each.
Okay.
We'll see you back to court
There's two?
June. Yes. See
Okay.
you back to court June 19th at 9 o'clock.
All right.
Kevin Schreck. Have your date of birth.
3/20/71.
You're here today for knowingly drive your license is suspended or revoked, possession of paraphernalia, possession of marijuana, and possession of hashish. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
Showing an withhold of adjudication 2017 for driving while license suspended, habitual traffic offender. Showing other multiple traffic charges, but I can't tell what the charges are out of Pasco around the same time. Withhold of adjudication, possession of cannabis, 2005 in Pasco. Withhold violation of Florida Comprehensive Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act in 2005 out of Pasco. Withhold for drug possession of paraphernalia, 2005 out of Pasco. Adjudication, no motor vehicle, or no motor motorcycle endorsement, 1997. He has older charges for traffic, registration, driving while license suspended as well, Your Honor.
Okay. I have an address for you on Savannah Ave in Hudson. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
A little over a year.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
Work at Hudson Hardware.
Okay. All right, I'm going to keep the bond the same. I'm going to see you back to court on June 24th at 1:15 in the afternoon, okay?
Okay.
Did I get everyone at the jail?